Hey everyone, welcome back to the second video in the Git and Github tutorial series. Now, just before we go ahead, just a few recap points from the previous video. So what we have learned so far is Git is a version control system. Now, Git helps you manage all of the versions of your program, and that way you don't actually have to save everything yourself. Git handles that for you. And we also learned why we need VCS and with that horrible diagram. Let's not speak of that anymore. So getting back to the topic, today we'll be learning about GitHub. Now, if you go to the main page of GitHub, this is what you'll be seeing. Now, this is just the home page. It says built for developers. GitHub is a development platform, so and so. You can go ahead and read all of this if you want. It's just saying what all you can do on GitHub, what all people do on GitHub, and everything. So for now, our basic concern will be just creating an account and getting ahead with it. Now, if you don't already have a GitHub account, I'd suggest you go ahead and create here. It'll ask you for your username, a unique username for yourself, your email and password. Then you'll probably have to verify your email address once, and once that's done, everything should be good. So I already have an account for on GitHub. I'll be using that, the broke coder 104. Now, once you've logged in and once you've verified your email account and everything, this should be the home page that you see. This is the GitHub home page. Now, as I said last time, GitHub uses a kind of different terminology. It doesn't use normal words. Why? Because it's easier that way. Now, this here is a button that says create repository, and as we discussed last time, in Git and GitHub terminology, a repository means a project, whatever project that you have created. Now, if I click on create repository, it'll take me here and it'll ask me a repository name. So for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna say the first repo, and that seems available. Now I can add a description if I want, and I'd just say creating the first repository. Now I can choose whether I want to keep it public or private. If I keep it public, anyone can see this repository. You can choose who commits, and you choose who can see and commit to this repository. So it's basically simple. Just keep it for public now, and you can either choose to do this or not. We'll be coming back to this topic in probably the next video, where we will be explaining in depth how to use Git. So for now, let's just take here and create repository. Now, once your repository is done, you should be seeing this. Now, this is the main page of your repository, your project, whatever it's. As for now, you should be seeing that this is where it shows whatever files you have in your project, and right now it just says that you have a readme.md file. Now, MD is a extension that stands for markdown. Now that's just for, it's like a text file. It's like the instructions. You can just write something in readme that is helpful for others in understanding what your project is about. So it's basically just the instruction manual of your project. Now, say if you want to add a file. Now, what you can do is use create new file here, but come on, why would you create a new file here on GitHub, type all the code here and then submit it? You'd probably have a file somewhere on your desktop, right? Like say if I want to upload this file here, it's nothing. This file just has a print statement in it, I guess. Yep, it has just a print statement. So just for good measure, let's also add a print statement saying first repo. Okay, I save that, I close this. Now, if I want this file of mine in this project of mine over here, I can go to upload files. I can click here on upload files, and when that opens, I can drag here and I can drag and drop whatever files I want, or I can choose them. So I'll just drag and drop this file here. It gets uploaded, and yep, it's done uploading. So now what I can do here is I can add a heading, just so that I can remember later on that what did I do, why did I add this. Maybe this can be the first file, and if I want I can add a description, but I'm going to leave that for now. Don't worry about this just yet. We'll be discussing this in detail later on as to what branching is and what is master branch and what's a new branch and everything. As you'll see here, it says commit changes. Now, just like repository, commit is another word. It's another GitHub terminology word. Commit means that you are fully committing the file, that you say that, okay, I have done whatever changes I want to, and for now, this file is the final form. For now, I may make changes later on. That would be a second commit. It would be another commit. But for now, I'll just keep it at that. So if you see here, the file has been uploaded, and here it says that readme.md was pushed onto this repository. You'll understand the meaning of the word later on, but it says that this file was done with a comment or a heading that said initial commit, and this tutorial1.py, the one we just uploaded, was pushed with a message that says the first file. Now I can also, if I want to, go ahead in this file, and you can see that it shows the same content that it had back when I edited that file, and I can edit it even here by clicking this edit this file button. It opens it in a editable format, and I can add whatever gibberish I should, no, not there. I can add whatever I want. This is not Python, but just for understanding purposes. Again, I can say made some changes, and if I hit commit changes, this will now be visible on the main page. Now if I want to go back to the main page of my repository, all I got to do is click here, the first repo, wherever it says the first repo. Click on first repo, it takes you back, and you see now the tutorial1.py's message has changed to made some changes. Why? Because I changed that. I just recently changed that. Now you can see that there is this mini nav bar here that basically shows you a couple of things. It says that 3 commits have been done. It says that it has a branch. It just has 1 branch for now, 0 packages, 0 releases, 1 contributor. Now as a beginner, you don't need to worry too much about these 3, the branch and packages and releases. Now, just in short, branches is how you manage different versions or different branches of your project. Packages is how many different other packages that you have imported, or maybe the package, maybe the software that you have packaged into a different version. Releases is if your project is, say, a software program, then people can go to releases and download it from there, and that does it. We'll be going in depth about them later on, but for now, a contributor just shows how many people are contributing. Right now this project just has 1 contributor, that's me, and it says that it's been 3 commits. Now if we click on this 3 commits, we go back here, and what we can see is it just shows exactly what we did. It shows us that we made an initial commit. It shows that we made another commit named the first file, where we added the first file, the tutorial1.py file, and made some changes, where we made some changes in that Python file. Now with that done, I suppose most of the basics of how uploading a file and how uploading things onto GitHub works for now. If say you have a friend, and your friend says, hey, I like your project so much, I want to see that project. So what do? Like, you say, okay, go to my GitHub, and you say, read that, see that, and maybe copy and paste that code. No, you don't copy and paste code each time you like it. Say you want to check out a code, and I'm just gonna go here to the GitHub homepage, and if you see here on the right side, it just shows you some of the explore repositories, some of the famous repositories on GitHub right now. And let's just say I pick a random one, for example. This is some Google Brain AutoML. Now for now, okay, just contains a list of AutoML related models. Now say, imagine I like this GitHub repository, and maybe I can bookmark it by saying I like it, I click star, and that's it. This will remain in my profile as a starred repository, so that whenever I want to check it out, I can go ahead and check it out. Or else, if I feel that I can take this project and do something with it on my own, like I can take that project, change it, and then maybe make it into something better. So what do you think you're going to do? Are you going to copy each and every one of these files? Are you going to copy this folder and this file and all of this over here? No, that's the long way. GitHub gives you a shorter way. This here, the button here that says fork. Now, again, in GitHub terminology, fork means fork your own copy of that repository. Now, what it does is, if you click on it, it goes to the repository, the one repository, whatever you said, it scans it. You can imagine it as scanning here. It scans it and it copies it to your repository. So now you'll see that it has changed and it's now showing the broke coder / AutoML, and it says forked from Google AutoML. Now I have this repository now all to myself, and I can download it, I can edit it, and if you want to download whatever repository you have onto your system, all you need to do is go here, download zip, and it will be installed as zip file. And a much more elegant way to download will be discussed in the next video, because we kind of we passed the 10-minute time limit. So with that, we come to an end to basics of GitHub. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what else I should be doing next time. Until then, keep coding, guys.